Okay, so I'm thinking a lot today about many different things. But one of the things that I was thinking about was, well, I go into my job, I know where I am, I know what I'm doing, I'm fairly comfortable with the people that I work with, I know my environment. There's not, the job is not, don't get me wrong, is not something that I want to be doing for the rest of my life. It's not something that I would, say that I would really want to be taking part in and was really enjoying. And that's kind of obvious because that's the reason why I'm actually on this journey in the first place. It's the reason why I wanted to start my own business. So when I go and do something, or job or whatever it might be, um, my ethic is to put 100% into whatever I do, right? And so in my job, I go in every day, and it's my commitment, it's my um, service to others that I will put 100% in. Service to myself, obviously, as well, because I want to feel like I've achieved something, even if it's not in something that I entirely involved in wholeheartedly. So I want to achieve something, I want to work, I want to be able to go into work with the people that I work with. I want to be able to serve them. I want to be able to serve myself by helping myself to feel good about what I'm doing. I want to serve the customers that I serve properly. I generally tend to like to do things properly, properly and to the best of my skills. And so I go and I do this, and often I put 110% in. And where does that leave? Where does that leave my business? Where does that leave my spare time when I get home? Well, quite often when I get home, I'm tired, and I don't really want to do a great deal to my business because I'm tired. And then that leads to, well, I don't really feel that enthusiastic at the moment, so maybe I should put it off. And I'm too tired, and it's the I blame the blaming the job, and if it wasn't for that. And in a sense, it's a mixture of those things, but it's my kind of perception on what's going on, because in a sense I'm kind of blaming that job and blaming that environment for making me tired, for making me not want to do my business. But in actual fact, it's sort of, whilst that is an element, there's also a lot of avoidance going on with regard to my business, because I have obviously things that there are things in my business and on this journey that are really challenging me a great deal. And sometimes I don't always want to deal with those things. They can be particularly unpleasant. Also, there's an element of change and the unknown going on to a massive degree, because as we all know, on this journey we have to make massive changes. Sometimes there are sometimes things that we don't want to do that we really have to do, and in some respects we have to push through them, or get out of bed in the morning when we don't want to. So it's not always an easy journey, and it's not always something you want to do. So I mean, in a sense, the question was, why really? Why am I putting 110% into a job that I am not going to be in for a very long period of time, and then sacrificing that input into my business for that job? And I guess it's kind of a question that I really can't, at this moment, I'm not sure that I can totally answer it properly. So maybe I shouldn't be doing a video on it. But it's a very interesting question. So, and I think in a way it's because, one, it's a habit. I'm used to sacrificing myself for the people around me, for the job, for my jobs, and I've generally got used to doing things that I don't want to do, and it's become particularly unpleasant. you probably noticed that my video is very gradually shifting, and it's because my selfie stick, for whatever reason, has decided that it's going to gradually drop the height of the video. It's sliding down. It might be to do with the weight of my phone, but it's a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going in, I'm doing my job, and it's that comfort factor again. It's comfort. It's something that's familiar. It's something that I can go in and do every day. It's a pattern that over a period of time is very easy to sustain. But when it comes to breaking those patterns, it can be very difficult to break those patterns. And because they're so habitual, because they're so programmed, it's very, very easy to go back into those set ways and set programmings. So the best thing that we can do for ourselves in that sense is to really be conscious of how we train ourselves, and what we do with our days, how we're thinking in every day, and to not really get on ourselves for not doing enough, or maybe going back into those same patterns again and again, because the only way you can get out of those patterns is to gradually work out of those situations, gradually work out those patterns, gradually instill new patterns, and that happens a bit at a time for most of us. Some of us, there are some people that can do this, that are able to maybe make dramatic changes and really go through a great deal of turmoil, but then after a period of time they can come out the other side. It's that time, because it's the time continuum really. So with that is today's video, and I will sorry it's not so clear today, guys. I'm really, my brain's a little bit stewed from work today. Maybe that's another excuse. But yeah, it's just something to think on. If you're having issues trying to resolve an issue, trying to introduce a pattern, introduce a way to get through things. But yeah, that's my video for today. I hope you guys have had a great day, and I will speak to you very soon.